Howdy YouTube, my name's Ethanra, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. So it is Omega boss time. Unfortunately, the person who could not make it with me and Eternia, couldn't make it. I said it there in the statement itself. What I meant was, it's unfortunate she couldn't make it, but she will be here now. We did run a little bit ago, I just didn't record it. She was playing Medic, and she was doing very, very good. Very good. Hopefully she'll be doing that same kind of stuff here, because we could really use it. Yep, and there she is. Yeah, kept you waiting, huh? I should probably talk to her about, well, I guess I could just say it here because she'll see the video at some point, and that is, it would be best that if we get here and it's just us, to try to stall for time until the other players show up for as long as we can. And of course, if no one shows up, then we gotta start, because we can't just sit here twiddling our thumbs when we only have 30 minutes to take these things out. So with that in mind, but yeah, Minx down there is going to be playing Medic. And like I said, she did really good earlier. I kind of wish I had recorded it because it was just me and her fighting, I think, the Iron Giant. And while I was doing damage and trying to hang in there with Defense Boost 4, and every once in a while my second chance would activate. When it didn't, she would pick me up immediately, and then we would just continue to cycle like that. So I'm glad I can count on her to do that much. And it wasn't just me either. When other people started showing up, she started helping them out too. And because of how useful she was being, the randos started picking her up as well. So it just really good synergy. Hopefully it'll happen again here. It probably won't even be our decision whether it happens or not, because the Omega raid bosses kind of demand that you utilize teamwork. Yeah, I was about to say that was my second chance, went off earlier. But I gotta make sure not to use up all my medals so my Nova can still go off. We'll do about 2 bosses. I'll record 2, but Minx and I will keep going until the, Omega raid boss hour, or I keep wanting to call it an hour. The raid boss 30 minutes are up. There we go. Yeah, I was gonna say, I wanted to see if it actually happened, but I was gonna say, he keeps doing that road Rosada attack on me. He's not throwing out those gears. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Well, actually, no, it doesn't. I wonder why. I was gonna say maybe because that attack has such a long animation and they didn't want to slow us down in Union's Cross, but I mean, come on. When have they ever been that considerate? Appreciate that. On second thought, I might make this just one fight, because I've been meaning to do one with Minx anyway. But I might make it just one, just because this is taking a little longer than I thought it would. But you know what? In all honesty, I don't mind that it takes a long time, because I'd rather take longer than normal taking down a raid boss than everybody trying to be a hero and we all get wiped and then nothing gets accomplished, because that obviously takes even more time. So I don't mind doing it this way. I tried to get you up, Minx, but I was stuck in that animation because I had left it on auto. And that calls back to what I was telling you all earlier, like way earlier when I said the Kyrie EX Metal has such a long animation. That's exactly what I'm talking about. If for some dumb reason, Minx only had that one revive counter and nobody else picked her up and I accidentally used my Kyrie EX right there and her timer was close to running out, chances are she would have got kicked out right there just because that animation was so long. I probably wouldn't have been able to recover from it in time. So again, that's something you want to keep in mind in addition to having the full auto on. Of course, it would be nice if Defense Boost 4 wanted to kick in. I definitely wouldn't complain about that. But yeah, you see what I mean, how useful Minx is with the reviving. And just so we're clear here, I don't mean that as an insult. I don't know why some people, oh, what do you know, it wasn't strong enough. I don't know why some people get offended when you refer to them as being useful, because I don't mean it in a disrespectful way, but some people take it that way, I guess. I mean, I don't mind if you call me useful. It doesn't bother me. It just meant that I wasn't, sitting there with, well, I'm not going to say what I was about to say, but let's just say I wasn't just sitting there existing. I was at least being helpful, so I don't see what the big deal is. Be that as it may, in the most respectful and, polite way I can, Minx is being very useful here. She's pretty funny to talk to as well. But yeah, that's what I was talking about. This is taking a bit longer than I wanted to, but this is fine. This is perfectly fine, because I'd rather be doing this than, like I said earlier, look up reference to Dark Side Omega and you'll see what I'm talking about. Or heck, the very last video I made. Yeah, I can't let Minx do all the work, because that would happen. And just so we're clear, I haven't been paying attention at all, so I've kind of lost track if, I've lost track of second chances actually been activating or not. So the very next attack, I'm going down apparently because Defense Boost 4 will not activate twice for this, or it just acts like it doesn't want to. So with that in mind, I'm going to have to be ready for it. We should be able to get him into the green after this. I'm gonna turn auto off for a second there because I don't want. Yeah, because I had a feeling Minx might be getting ready to bite the dust. Hey, Defense Boost 4 actually coming in handy. Remember that little conversation I told you guys about where you say something, it doesn't happen, then you don't say anything and it does happen, or vice versa, it will or won't happen solely because you called it out? There you go. But yeah, I think I'll just make this one video just because that took longer than I wanted it to. Again, I'm not complaining. I'm just stating a fact here. That took longer than I thought. But that's better to me than getting to, I don't know, 10 HP bars and then everybody wipes. Or more specifically, I get kicked out. or Minx for that matter, either one of us. But yeah, that's going to do it for now. I just wanted to introduce Minx to you all, show you how good she is as far as being a medic is concerned. Her medals are pretty decent, but you know, you won't really get to see that until Unions Cross decides to not be so hype. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you around.